Today we're comparing the R50 with the M200. And I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I make weekly content on the best cameras for beginners and hobbyists. If that sounds interesting to you, don't forget to like and subscribe. So in today's video I wanted to compare the Canon R50, which is a new awesome entry-level camera from Canon. I'm going to talk about how awesome this camera is, but the purpose of this video is I wanted to show you the differences between them and sort of help you pick which camera you might actually need. You might think I want the M200, but actually you end up with the R50, or you might think I need the R50, but perhaps I'm not quite ready for that, or I just don't need all the features, so perhaps the M200 is better for me. So in this video I wanted to really help you decide what camera really would be best for you. So let's look at the R50 so far in the sense of the sort of things you want to think about when buying a camera. Now, as a content creator, YouTuber, someone who takes really nice photos or video, the Canon R50 is a great first camera. It costs roughly £600-700 or dollars at the time of this video, but obviously you can look around for some great deals. And both these cameras today, I will have links to them in the description, and you can buy directly from Canon or from my links below, or from online anywhere, or from your local camera store. So here it is in all its glory. Now it usually comes with an 18 to 45mm lens, which is great for starting out in photography. A nice little kit lens. Obviously the beauty of that is you can upgrade it down the road. You can just simply take off the lens and off you go. And there is a nice, let's see if we can zoom in for you. Look at that beautiful mirrorless mirrorless camera there for you. I love looking at the sensor. Now this does have a better sensor and is a newer camera. Now straight out of the box it will come with a battery, a strap, usually the kit lens, unless you purposely bought it body only, and save yourself some money if you already know you got lenses to fit with this camera. Now the things to think about, it does come with an old school awesome viewfinder, which is really good for photography for those of you out there that want to feel more professional when taking your photos and all that jazz. And obviously you can put it into auto mode, or you put it into manual, play around with shutter speed and the ISO, and you can get that really nice picture. And even in low light, this camera just produces some really nice photos. Now, as a content creator, video maker, whatever you call us, the Canon R50 does do some awesome video. Bear in mind, it's cropped to begin with, so you might want to change the lens down the road. And the fact it starts at 18 instead of 15 like the M50 means it's slightly cropped in compared to the M50, so you might want to change the lens or maybe a different camera. But I have found this really good. I have found, because of the slightly newer sensor, the colours actually are slightly more refined than the M50. They're much more richer, is something I've noticed when I have filmed with this camera, which is something to bear in mind. And now what's really cool, the photo button's on the top. The video button is slightly different to the M50, it's just on the top there, which is really cool. And I typically put into video mode, put onto a tripod and a sort of microphone, which we'll get to in a moment, and off I go. The sort of setup I've got at the moment is a really nice tripod with my camera and a microphone, and I've got a few lights around the studio, so bear in mind that audio is half of all our videos. Now the R50 does come with a very nice internal microphone, which is perfectly fine for indoor recording or recording outside if there's no wind whatsoever. But just bear in mind that sometimes even the slightest wind can put off your video and you'll get that annoying noise, which is really irritating when you're recording outside. So what I love of this camera, well, it does come with a microphone jack, which is awesome. So you can attach the external microphone, being a shotgun microphone, a clip-on microphone, a wireless microphone, whatever microphone is easier for you. I do have videos on that. And that's something that's really cool. So if you want to film outside, you can attach your microphone, or if you just want to improve the audio, get yourself a really nice microphone. And it's a big surprise how much audio improves video. Now another thing I like about these cameras, it comes with a really nice sidewards touch facing flip screen, which is really cool to play around with all the settings on that, or you can just use it to see what you're doing and make sure the camera's in the right spot, which is really handy as a video photographer, because then you don't have to play around with, because let's face it, usually with the cameramen or camera women of our own show, and we want to know exactly where the camera is, if it's in the right position. So straight away we got this forward facing camera screen, so you can see exactly what you're recording, which is really nifty and something I'd highly recommend. I personally just put into video mode, let the camera do the heavy lifting for you. I find with its inbuilt AI, it does some really nice settings for you automatically. It tends to adjust depending if the light is low and stuff like that, and even in low light I have found this camera pretty good. And there's a few things to bear in mind. Obviously you can play around in the manual mode if you want to be a bit more professional. By all means, go around with that. It just depends on the settings that you want. But I find personally, if you put it into auto mode, you have a good, decent key light. You have a couple of sort of back-in lights, and you know, maybe outside it's a nice sunny day. This camera does perform really well. And obviously, it does have a flash, so you know, that sort of thing. And it has wireless mode as well, so you can transfer stuff straight to your phone, upload it to social, or you can just do it manually the old-fashioned way, like I do with an SD card. I highly recommend 64, 128 gig personally, but it's completely up to you. And I wouldn't recommend with any camera you get a spare battery, because you never know. But a little power tip: if you just turn off between record modes, you do tend to find the batteries on these cameras do tend to last a little while, which is really, really cool. So what do I like this camera then? Well, it's easy to use, light, feels professional. It's the most professional looking camera I've got, probably because it's the newest one at the time of this video. Microphone jack to improve your audio, nice flip screen so you can see what you're doing, which makes it so much easier to use. And I would massively recommend this camera if you want something that feels really professional, separate from your phone. I would definitely check out the R50. If you want to look at more of our R50 videos, there will be links to them, or just check out our channel. Now, going to the competitor, the one we're comparing it to today, is the camera I still love, the Canon M200. Now, I love this little camera. Now, like the R50, it does have a flip screen. It goes upwards here. It is touch facing. And a little nifty thing I found actually, when you go to take your photos, you can literally just press the screen where you want it to focus and it would take the picture, which is really cool if you're taking pictures of objects or people and that sort of thing. It does come with a 15 to 45mm lens, and just to give you a feel for what it looks like, I'm actually using that lens now because I've got a few of those lenses to record this video. Now, it doesn't have a viewfinder. This is a very basic point and shoot sort of photography camera, but I have done some video with this. I would say this is more of a standalone, really good photo camera. It does take some really nice, now they're both 24 megapixel, though the R50 is 24.2. And obviously it has a newer sensor, so it will take better photos, it will take better videos. But you can get one of these now from Canon for about $400 or $500. I've seen these on special offer for about $200-300, so just shop around, and I will have a link to both these cameras in my description below, so go and check them out. If you're getting value from today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. But why I like this camera then, so you have a nice little flip screen, which is touch screen. What I love about this is really easy to use. You literally just put into photo mode, automatic mode, or video mode, and it does all the heavy lifting for you. Now obviously, like the other camera, you can play around with shutter speed, ISO. I personally just like to get on with it because that's just me. It does come with a kit lens, 15-45mm, but again, because it's a mirrorless camera, you can take off the, see if I can do it now. You can take off, I haven't done this for a while, so it might be a bit stiff. There you go. And let's have a look at that nice mirror. There it is, look. The nice sensor inside. It clicks on that nice satisfying noise. And what I'd recommend for these cameras: spare battery, good size SD card, 128 gigs fine. I still use 32 or 64 just so I've not got all my video or photos in the same spot. And it doesn't have a microphone jack, which is a shame. Something to bear in mind, the camera that replaced this, the R100, actually does have a microphone jack, which is really nifty, but as far as I can tell, it doesn't have a flip screen for some reason, so that's something to bear in mind when buying this camera. What I like about this, you can still get this for a reasonable price. If you want something that doesn't cost the earth, something separate from your phone, you can do a bit of casual video, you can take some really nice photos, you can wirelessly transfer them straight to your phone to upload them to social. This could be the camera, the M200 could be the camera to check out. But obviously if you want something that's future proof, records in 4K, takes fantastic photos, records even better video with a more improved sensor, then the R50 is the camera you want to check out. There's sort of a size difference there, just to give you a little feel. Now, why do I personally like the M200? Easy to use, takes great photos. We actually use the M100 to take our thumbnail photos with. So I'm always using these type of cameras to take pictures on my other cameras, and it still takes really nice photos, especially in natural light, or if you've got a good studio light like I have today. So obviously you can change the lenses, nice little touch screen, easy to use, nice record button. You can actually use these for live streaming, both these cameras today. So basically, I would say overall then, if you want something that doesn't cost the earth, I would definitely check out the M200. If you want to take some really nice photos, save it from your phone, a bit of casual video, but you're not too serious. But personally, you know, if you want something that just really does everything, records in slow motion, 4K, has a microphone jack to improve your audio, I would definitely check out the R50. I would do my absolute best to answer any of your questions in the comments below. And if you don't know already, I'm Dave from TVR Creators. I make weekly content on the best cameras for creators and hobbyists, and for those of you that just want to pick your first camera. If that sounds interesting, you definitely like and subscribe, and in a moment you could probably see them already. I want to leave you 2 end cards and bring you even more value. If that sounds interesting to you, see you in the next video, because you guys rock.